Hello there, everyone. You know who I am, ETTemplar, Supreme Misfit Professional Dipshit. And before we get in today's video, special thank you to the fleet captains, the people who are the community, the people who back this channel with their time and money. So you've heard of generational wealth. Now get prepared to hear about generational debt. Take it away.
How much did you guys put down?
Zero.
$0 down. Wow, what kind of deal did they get?
Zero. How much are you guys paying per month?
580.
580. How long are you guys financing for?
For 287 months.
All right. Congratulations for the Mercedes C300.
Thank you.
How much did you guys?
She says thank you at the end of that. So if you don't know what the deal is with this, these two people got what essentially is the financial equivalent of being bent over a barrel and having your cheeks clapped for was it 24 years? 24 years. So I'm going to break this down. So that's $580 a month, which ends up being $6,960 a year, which ends up being $167,040 in total payment over 24 years. With I know, let's lowball it with the 7% interest. That is $11,692.80, bringing the total for this piece of shit Mercedes C300 to the whopping total of $178,732.80. The price of a house. But they got zero down. What a deal. That's it. That's these people should get a lawyer. Well, first off, they shouldn't even sign any paperwork. I'm hoping to God that this is a troll. I'm hoping this is fake. And let me put this into context. I am in no way, shape, or form a financial guru or giving financial advice, but I'll even admit I'm mildly retarded. But when I broke down the math on this, plus that's 7% interest, that could be as high as 10% interest. And that's 7% if the interest doesn't increase over those 24 years, which it more than likely will. So it could even be up to 200,000, 230, 240,000 by the time they paid this off. But for $580 a month, and this is a Mercedes. It is a luxury sports car, but it's no Bentley, it's no Lamborghini, it's no Porsche Cayman. It's a Mercedes C300 pre-owned, and the fact that these people are going to be paying for the total of what could be at least 1/3 of a house, and I'm looking at how these people are dressed. This is where I also begin to panic, because this guy's, casually, like, just dressed, and his girlfriend's in fucking sweatpants and a Metallica shirt. These people have no idea they just signed up for. So again, I'm hoping this is a gimmick. I'm hoping this is a troll of sorts, because these two people are fucked. And of course, if they don't miss a payment, their Mercedes 3100 gets towed. Or let's say if the worst absolutely happens, it gets totaled. They're still going to be paying on this vehicle after it's been totaled. Yeah. If you look at that face, so these two people are again essentially the equivalent of being bent over a barrel financially and having your cheeks clapped for about 24 years. They said 24 years. Let me check. I'm pretty sure it's 24. Yeah, 24 years on a used Mercedes, with a total of 178 to 230,000 the price for a house. And there's other videos. This isn't the only video, but there's other videos like this. So if you're at a car lot and they offer zero down and they offer so much a month for 287 months, yeah, you're getting shafted. And the price of this car is only going to depreciate over time. So essentially you're paying tops 230, minimum 178K for a car who's going to depreciate over time. That's not counting, this is pre-owned too, so that's not counting if it's been in a wreck before. It's not counting issues. I hope they at least looked at a Carfax for this piece of shit. That's not counting if it has tire problems, transmission issues, literally anything else. And that's the problem with these foreign cars. Even like Mercedes, I heard BMW's a real bitch to get parts for and get repaired. So if this is a Mercedes, I can't even imagine how much the parts cost and repair is. So they're getting their cheeks clapped financially, and or it's essentially playing with a live hand grenade. And again, Taft's preface, I hope this is a joke. I hope this is a troll, because these people are essentially financially done. And again, if we mention if it gets wrecked or totaled, they're going to be paying on this continually for a broken and destroyed piece of shit. That's not counting the issues with it, the Carfax or anything else. So if you're looking to buy a car, first off, don't go to a used car lot. Do not take any deals like this. When they say zero down, that's usually an indicator your cheeks are going to get clapped. And not only that, the best advice I can give is, buy from private owners. Carfax, if you are going to buy a car, Carfax that shit. Make sure it hasn't been in any wrecks or there's any pre-existing issues or conditions with the car. And you buy a beater, and you run that until it breaks down. Don't necessarily buy used, but if you're going into buying a new car, especially as a young person, again, I'm oddly retarded. This doesn't take much brain power to figure this out. But when I did the math and looked at this, this is just obscene. So again, there's cars out there that are 1 to 5,000 maybe, and that's pushing it for a used car, less than 100,000 miles. Yeah, sure, it's an older car that's not going to turn any heads. It's a beater. But if it gets you point A to point B, home to work, work to home, and it's not flashy, and you're also saving money if you buy used, if it's safe to buy used, if you trust the person, especially if you're buying new cars, this assigns you financially. This has you locked down. So you better hope you can keep your job. You better hope there's no layoffs, because if you don't, if you miss payments, this is going to get repoed. And then from there, it probably goes to court, maybe. Again, I'm kind of a noob when it comes to owning cars, but this is coming from someone who used to own a 2004 5 Ford Taurus. The thing was a sedan, just absolute beater piece of shit, all right? Um, but it got me to where I needed to go. It delivered pizzas a while before the headers got cracked, and I had to pay $800 to fix that. So again, that was just a crappy Ford Focus. I can't even imagine the primo cost of getting parts and repaired for a Mercedes C300. And again, this isn't from a Mercedes dealer. If you were to spend this, it probably would be 80 to 90,000 brand new Mercedes. No, it's probably equal to, like, you know what? Let me look that up real quick. Price of a Mercedes C300. Mercedes C300. So, This is going to blow your mind. Are you guys ready? The starting MSRP for a Mercedes-Benz C300 sedan is $48,000. So this car is originally $48,000, and they're paying at the end of it, they're paying $178,000. So originally for a vehicle at MSRP is $48,000. The C300 4MATIC sedan starts at $50,000. So they're paying something that's essentially 3 times the price of a normal Mercedes C300. This is absurd. I was thinking more. But you would literally get it cheap, new, off a Mercedes dealership, minus fees and local tax or whatever, probably more like $51,000, $52,000. That's from a Mercedes lot. That's with insurance, and that's, you could use the dealership to get the oils changed, tires, engine checked. And that's with the Mercedes company. And when you look at this picture, this is like a dirty ass, like used car lot. So again, I feel sorry for these two people because they not only get robbed, but they're getting their cheeks clapped financially for 24 years for a piece of shit. I mean, Mercedes is a fine car. I'm just in reference to this Mercedes. That's a Mercedes C300. Just absolute piece of shit. When you can get a new one for $50,000 with the dealership, and you can take it to the dealership, that's a problem. And that is how you get into generational debt, because I don't see this couple being able to afford this. And if one or two of them loses their job, or if one loses their jobs, then they can't make that $580 a month, and if they can't make that $6,960 a year, they're boned. And again, I don't know what happens. It gets towed, and just probably worse stuff that happens after that. But this, yikes.
Wanna feel wired to the core. A shadow moves in the chaos of war. No heartbeat, no fear in its chest. Programmed to